wait. Well, you see, when you say, yeah, what I'm trying to figure out, yeah, when you talk about like big clubs like around the world, that what do you see when you say Tottenham and stuff like that? Would you say Tottenham are like bigger than Leeds and stuff like that? Is that how you see it?
Of course, we're bigger than Leeds. What are you on about, bro? What are you on about, D?
Settled.
What are you on about?
You know you're going to come in and be probably the main striker. They're looking to build a project around you. Eddie Howe's a good manager. You've seen what he's done with Isak in the short time that he's had him in, just 2 to 3 years. I think it would probably be the better deal. But I'll be honest, I can only see him choosing Man United. I can't see him choosing Newcastle at this point. And Newcastle, it's funny because I was telling Pete this the other day, and they wanted to have a go at me and stuff. And, you know, I wanted to give them the reality. Just like with Palestine, they're not a big club. Players don't want to go to Newcastle.
Hey, George, I can't lie though. What you said was cheeky. When you were saying you're not at the big table, yeah, that was
They're
cheeky.
not though. I have been at the big table for a long time. They're not at the big table.
You're not.
I am at the big table.
You've
only been welcome to the big table recently. So
okay, cool.
Let's have it right. I've been
You're not at the big table, bro. You're in the restaurant, but you're just picking up the order to get on your moped and go and drop it to someone.
I've been at a big table for a long time. For you to think that I'm not is just silly.
Wait, when last did you not win a league title?
Bro, why do you think
that coming from Arsenal?
What puts you at the big table?
When last did you win a league title? I'm
always been at the big table. What are we doing here?
No. Let's ask.
When have we not been? Trophies, all these other things that we put in consideration. Spurs have always been there.
George, what puts you at the big table?
Again, trophies, the size of your club, whatever it is, revenue, commercially.
When last did you win a league title, though? Honest question.
Do you know what? There's different types of tables, I guess. So maybe you're sat at a big table. It's not the type of table that, like, I don't know.
I don't get it, Daps. If you want to talk about trophies, you've only overtook us in trophies 3 or 4 years ago. So, like, you sit here and talk about, like, you're at the big table, but we're not. It wouldn't make no sense. How can we be at the big table if you only just overtook us?
Because for me personally, yeah, you don't always sit at the same table. You move about on tables. And right now, you're not at the big table. For many, many years, we weren't at the big table. For many, many, many years, City weren't at the big table. But right now, we are. Like, people move about. You don't always sit at the big table. And at the moment, like, you're not
I think that for me, but that's where we look at it different. For me, the big table is the big table. The big clubs are the big clubs. Whether you like it or not, they're big clubs and they sit there for a reason. Newcastle are not. They're not even in the restaurant yet, bro. Newcastle are not even in and around. Like, they can't. They are. They're not. They've been into the Champions League 2 times in their history, and this will be their second time.
I don't think they are.
Like, they are. Firstly, they're the richest club in the world. Secondly,
it doesn't matter.
They're the richest club in the world. By what mean? No. No. You're factually wrong. They have the richest owners in the world. They're not the richest club. Revenue-wise, Liverpool spend more on wages than they make revenue on a yearly basis, bro. Newcastle's a tiny club. That's the thing that people aren't realizing.
Hold on. Wait. Well, you see, when you say, yeah, what I'm trying to figure out, yeah, when you talk about like big clubs like around the world, that what do you see when you say Tottenham and stuff like that? Would you say Tottenham are like bigger than Leeds and stuff like that? Is that how you see it? Of course,
they're bigger than Leeds. What are you on about, bro? What are you on about, D? What are you on about? Bro.
You think so?
Hey, D. When's the last time you won the league?
Might as well just leave this.
When's the last time you won the league?
If I won the league, forget that.
When's the last time you won the league?
What makes you think Leeds are bigger than Tottenham? No. What makes you think Leeds are bigger than Tottenham? No, D. You're not moving on.
Wait, one second.
When I was young, yeah. When I was young, and let me be clear, when I was young, City 100% were nowhere near a big boy table, right? What I consider the big boy table, yeah? But the mad thing is, when I was young, it was very simple, yeah? People looked at what you were winning there and then, right? This
when
conversation...
Hold on,
George, let me land, please, bro. But again, that's fine. If you want to say back then, that's fine. But right now, the shit you're doing when you're trying to talk about all this different stuff to put you at the big boy table, talking about income and all of that, I can't lie. To me, I just think, bro, win trophies and you're at a big boy table. Right now, the best thing you could have said, George, is we just won a European trophy, right? But all this, you're talking about all this other stuff. I just think
everything. I didn't talk about the other stuff. That's clearly you didn't listen. I literally said you take all those things into consideration: revenue, commercials, size of club, and trophies. and all of these things. They all come into consideration.
But to say you sit
Spurs
at
are
a
bigger than
table,
Newcastle every single metric.
but again, you're putting yourself, George. You're putting yourself at a table with fucking like. And I'll be honest, the big boy table for me, the biggest is fucking Liverpool and Manchester United, right? And I've always said this: when Arsenal get put there, it is based on the size of the fan base. Cool, but if we're being real, Manchester United and Liverpool sit at a table by themselves.
If you want to put them on a separate table, that's fine. That's
then,
fine. But
then
again,
for me, then you have
doing
Chelsea and Arsenal. Tottenham, bro. Tottenham are very far down. Like
that's for you. But you've got all these different tables. Clearly, there's a lot of equations going on in your head to work out all these. That's not like it's very simple for me. That's the thing.
I just don't get how you because the one thing where
I'll be honest, I'm still stuck on Leeds being bigger than Tottenham. I'm not even.
No, I didn't say Leeds are.
I know. I need to understand by what metric are they bigger.
You see, when I grew up here,
No. I
here and now they're bigger than Leeds.
You always
right now,
ask me to answer your questions. Answer my question, please.
What question?
And by what metric are Leeds bigger than Tottenham?
I didn't say they were bigger than you. I asked
why are you asking the question? Why are you asking silly questions then? You're doing the same thing you usually do. Why are you asking silly questions?
You're talking and answering at the same time. I don't understand how that works.
I didn't ask you a question, you answered it, and then I asked you why you're asking silly questions.
I'm trying to factor in how big that to you got the Tottenham are, innit? That's what I'm trying to do. So rank them in order, like the size of the clubs and where you put them. Rank them in order for me. Because when I was growing up, see teams like Leeds, Sunderland, all them teams were gigantic.
Yeah, but times have changed, bro.
Tottenham was still bigger than them. Tottenham was still bigger than them.
Because when you're growing up, Arsenal were doing invincibles, and now they're scraping for any kind of trophies.
I'm not even explaining this.
So what I'm saying is,
don't ask me a question. I'm not
rank the team.
Don't ask me a question. I'm not answering any of your questions, D.
Oh my days! Just rank the team.
I'm not doing it today. I'm not doing it today, bro.
I can't lie. Even the side of the club's kind of dead. Just go and win trophies.
All right, watch this. Daps, let me ask him this question. Yeah, do you think Tottenham are bigger than?
What I said?
I'm talking to Daps. I'm not talking to you.
You just said, let me ask him this question. I'm
watch this, yeah. He talks a lot, yeah. He talks a lot, yeah. Watch this. You know, you're talking for a lot for a guy that's not going to answer the question, is it? So anyway, he said that he thinks his team are bigger than these teams, yeah. I can guarantee you, Rangers and Celtic are both bigger than Tottenham.
Was that a question or was that a statement?
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to that.
You just said I'm going to ask a question and you made a statement. You're not. No, D. This is just another sign of the gal delusions.
I'm not talking. Why are you talking? You're asking a question.
You said you're going to ask him a question.
I'm going to ask Palace D. Do you think Tottenham are bigger than Rangers and Celtic?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
No chance.
Where's the relevance? You know what? Let's go back to
I'm not talking to you. I
can't lie.
We were talking about Newcastle. We went off on a tangent. Let's go back to Isak. Yeah.
Just quick one. Super chat. 1 second. What's this? D, I'm snitching on you for asking Saeed if City is bigger than Leeds United. Do you know Leeds only has 4 domestic trophies? Bro, this is the thing. Things change. Like, things do change. Just because I mean, if we're going to do this, bro, Preston North End used to be a massive club. Yeah, shit changes. Shit does change. So Leeds at the moment, Leeds do have, like, don't get it twisted, Leeds do have a very big fan base, a bit like Newcastle, I guess, as far as them. Do you know what? Who's bigger? I think this is a valid one. Who's bigger, Leeds or Newcastle? And for me,
that's a good one.
I think globally, it probably is Leeds.
When you guys see very big fan bases, how often when you go on a holiday do you see a Leeds or Newcastle shirt? I don't.
Yeah.
I just came back from Barcelona. I never once saw a Newcastle shirt. I saw a bare other team shirt.
Bro, it depends. If you go, bro, it depends where you go. Go to Benidorm and literally it is Leeds. Yeah. So it depends where you go, to be fair. Like, it's all relevant. But I do hear it at this point. I don't think Leeds are Leeds legacy-wise.
Forget Leeds. Forget Leeds. Go to Celtic then. Are Tottenham bigger than Celtic?
Oh, no. You're just trying to win the argument. Let's get back to Isak because nobody cares about all this.
Ask your question. Name them in order. You don't want to name them.
I don't care about your question, D. That's what it is. You're telling me I don't care.
Why are you talking then? I'm not asking you.
Because your questions are irrelevant. They're not even relevant to the show. They're not even relevant to the topic.